Hey guys, so it's been 2 weeks now, 3 weekends with these Klipsch Cornwalls, and everything I play out of them just blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. It's grills on, grills off, doesn't really matter. You know, it sounds amazing either way. I've tried different placements with this. I tried straight out into the room. Um, at the end of the day, I left it the way I had it 2 weeks ago. Hockey pucks underneath, tilted up a little bit, but the sound staging, the three-dimensionality, the focus locked center channel, just incredible. Every album I've played through this thing, everything sounds like new again. One example is good old Brothers in Arms, you know, the audiophile, overworked standard there. Well, to me, it's always had that 1980s, very poppy, very bright, type of sound, right? I mean, hell, I was in grade 10 when it came out, and, we all know, I know it more from the videos, not so much later on, it's an audiophile thing. I got the SACD and all this now, but back in the day, we just knew the video, as kids, we'd crank the intro to Money for Nothing, right? The guitar intro and all that, and then you'd put the volume down again. Well, played through these, the entire album sounds new again. Just all that brightness, that 80s kind of, sound that, everybody was going for except for a few artists is gone. It's just really nice, very deep sounding. And with the mods I did to the Sony DAC, the darkness of the DAC combined with, I'm not even going to say brightness or harshness of the horns, because there's none of that. I've had a few people over already. I've had my friend Ben over, the recording engineer guy. We played with some placement stuff. Yeah, there's a 50 and a 60 hertz room node that gets kind of nulled a bit, but to get rid of it, it's going to take more work than it's worth. But one thing I did find out, guys, I ran some test tones through this. I can get 25 hertz in this room. I'm a happy boy. Subwoofers, yeah, I'm not sure about that yet. So yeah, it's been an absolute blast having these things. I play any kind of material with it. Doesn't matter if it's jazz, classical, good old rock stuff, and low volume listening, just I mean, with the Orchard Audio amplifier, the bass is still there even at low volume. You're not going to pound the ground with it, at low volumes, but you'll sense it, you'll feel a bit of it, and it's just, I've never had speakers that do that. Most of the stuff I've had, you want to get bass out of them, you got to crank the shit out of it, right? But what else? It's really all I can say to you guys. Yeah, the hype is real. I got some good news from BAT that my preamp was ready. They somehow lost my email address, but I'm going to get the bill for that. Can't wait. That'll be probably Monday or Tuesday. So the BAT preamp is going to go back into the system. Am I going to keep it or not? We'll see. We'll see. Depends on how big the bill's going to be. As you guys can see, the in-wall rack is done. I'll give you a quick tour around the back, the business end of it, in a few minutes. One of the viewers was asking about doing a whole diary kind of thing, and dude, my carpentry skills suck, and the way I do carpentry, it's a joke and a half, right? The fact that the bubble says that this is level is a miracle unto itself. In a nutshell, because the price of wood has gone through the roof, I went with 5/8 thick, literally contractor or construction grade plywood, the really rough shit that you can't sand, right? I made the frame. I made the frame of the in-wall rack with that. There's a new 2x4 here, because I had to cut out the section of the old one to get this in the spot that I wanted. So that's basically tied in nicely. Actually, sorry, I said that wrong. The 2x4 from floor to ceiling was right here in the middle of the rack. I cut it out, put a new 2x4 floor to ceiling, nailed it all, or screwed it all in it, you know. And this side of it is connected to the original 2x4, which I found out the hard way is slightly off kilter, which kind of just about threw this thing off. But what you guys can't see is there's a taper in here, and good old molding fixes all the nasties. So, you know, but I like how it came out. The shelving is your good old Rubbermaid MDF cheap ass laminate shelving here from Home Depot. I had them chop it up for me to my size. I actually got enough extra pieces of that shelving to do the amp built in next week. You guys can't see it right now in the video, but yeah, I've got Orchard Audio amplifier 2-channel. I've got a Bel Canto S300 2-channel, and my 1000, what's that, the ASW 1000 ice amps from Parts Express with the mini DSP. So that's all on the floor here. I'll give you guys a quick tour. Let me cut the video and then we'll come back. See you in a minute. So here's the amps down here for now. You can see the black Sharpie marks there where the in-wall in-wall cabinet's going to go. For temporary, I just hole sawed a big chunk there just to get the wiring in and out, just so I could, you know, hear music this week. Due to work stuff, I'm going to probably work on this starting this Friday, and then cross my fingers, bite my tongue. I'll have it ready by Sunday, the in-wall cabinet. You can see where the old AC plugs or jacks used to be. All that's going to get patched in. All that plastic sleeving stuff's going to get pulled out. The antenna booster there, that's already fished into the back. You know, but yeah, all in all, I'm really happy with the results. We're slowly getting this from laboratory to living room, and I'm going to post a link to Andrew Robinson's most recent video, because he did some really cool shit in his space, and I really want to highlight that as well. All right, see you in a minute, because now we're going to go take a look through the garage. Probably, I'll make you guys dizzy. Let's go for a walk. Kitchen renovations are slowly getting completed. I did the flooring last year. My wife and I did the kitchen cabinets. That's your good old Home Depot DIY stuff. Yeah, there's the fan. Doesn't always make noise, but hey, what the hell. The granite countertops, we just got them put in this year because I had to save up for it. You know, everything's a work in progress. Again, in our house, the living room, dining room is my wife's area. The living room is my area. The dining room and kitchen is my wife's area. And then in here, this is our garage. It's my son's Camaro, which we are going to do a YouTube channel dedicated to his Camaro thing. I know I talked about it a few months ago. We still haven't. I mean, I've got the video. I thought I had it all edited up, but I screwed up a few things and I just haven't gotten back to it. But yeah, this sucker is 550 horsepower at the back wheels. Him and I yanked the motor. We had BRE racing engines here in Phoenix rebuild the engine, and then him and I popped it in. And then Allstate Transmission here in Phoenix, they did the reinstallation of the clutch and the transmission for us, because on the ground we got it out, but we didn't put it back in. Anyhow, oh yeah, we beat the shit out of the garage door, but it still works. And here we go, guys. So here's the business end of it. You can see basically I tried to keep the rat's nest to a minimum. Strangest thing is, even though I've got two dedicated circuits over here, the Panamax box has all the computer crap on it and the TV, and the power, or the trip light power strip here has all the audio stuff on it. That's a 20 amp laboratory style power strip, and I've used those for years, never had an issue until the bat preamp blew up, but whatever. The plan here is I'm gonna chop a hole in the side, and then all the wiring that's kind of crossed between the rack here and the amplifier, which is my Ethernet cables, some power cords, and some the XLR cables and stuff. All that's going to get rerouted so that I can basically put a panel here. This shelf that's sticking out, I'm going to get it cut right to size, and then it's just going to be a simple panel with a mesh screen for ventilation and to keep the flies out. And I'll have some magnets, so anytime I need to get back in here, I just plunk it off and plunk it back on, just like the Klipsch grills. So yeah, I mean, and the other thing I did too when I was at Home Depot was you go into the lumber scraps, and I needed legs for that, for extra support, and no issues, no problems. So there you have it, guys. That's the first part of the built-in done. That was the big one. And we'll hopefully do another video next Sunday on the amplifier rack. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the 901s are now my permanent surround speakers, and they work perfectly. I now have the Michael Fremer joke in my living room. I have the Klipsches in the front, the 901s in the rear, and a KEF center channel made out of two 1042 top sections. Worked out really well. You know, distance from the back wall is not ideal, but who gives a shit? They're surround speakers, right? And yeah, really, what's in the box there? That's all my pieces from the open baffle debacle. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Have a good rest of your week. Thanks again for watching and supporting the channel. We'll see you hopefully next Sunday with an amplifier rack in the wall. Bye for now.